Welcome back.
Hello.
I have Abby here with me, and we are talking more Kingdom Plantae, classification of plants. And I bet you are really excited because we're moving from group 1 to group 2 today. We're still talking class Monocotyledonnae, but now we're talking about group 2, which are the monocotyledons that have a floral envelope or petals. Because if you remember, group 1 were the flowering plants with one cotyledon that had no petals or sepals. And so now we're moving into the monocotyledons that have petals. And so let's open up this material and see what we've got. Okay, inside of Kingdom Plantae, there are 2 divisions. We have division Cryptogamy and division Phanerogamy. And we're going to be talking more about division Phanerogamy. So we'll slide that one right out of our way. And now inside division Phanerogamy, we have 2 branches, branch Gymnospermae and Angiospermae. And of course, we're talking flowering plants. And so we are going to be talking, we're not just talking flowering plants, we're talking flowering plants that have a seed protected in a vessel. And so we're working with the angiosperms. Now within branch Angiospermae, we have 2 classes, and we haven't talked about the second class. We are still talking about class Monocotyledonnae, and we know that Monocotyledonnae means one cup-shaped hollow. So now we're going to check out class Monocotyledonnae. And last time we were working with group 1, and this time we're going to be working with group 2. Okay, and now we're talking about group 2, which is the monocotyledons that have a floral envelope or petals of some sort. So today, or we have been talking about different families, and we talked about, first we talked about the Amaryllis family, and then we talked about the lily family. Today I want to talk to you about family Iridaceae. Iridaceae. The Iridaceae family are the iris family, which I love growing in my garden. We have some tall ones and we have some short ones. So let's learn more about the iris family. Members of the iris family have the following characteristics in common. They are perennial herbs. The roots come from rhizomes, bulbs, or corms. The leaves are basal and numerous. The flower is made of 6 petals. There are a large number of ornamentals in this family. That sounds familiar. I think our last one did too. There are 58 genuses in this family, and they include the crocus, the iris, and something I have no idea how to pronounce. Cicinicium. We're gonna have to look that one up and see what that is. Okay, let's look at some pictures and we'll see what they look like as we go ahead and read this.
Family Iridaceae. Flowers of this family have a corolla in 2 whorls with 3 petals each, which are often fused. There are 3 stamens which open away from the pistil. The ovary is inferior. These flowers are mostly cultivated. Members of this family include the genre Iris, Crocus, Gladiolus, and Freesia.
Okay, we hope you enjoyed looking at some of those pictures. I know that I have really enjoyed growing most of these myself in our garden. Iris and crocus and gladiolus or glads are really tall, the spiky tall ones. They're really cool to grow. And so hopefully you get to try to grow some of these in your garden too. Okay, this was family Iridaceae. Family Iridaceae is part of group 2. Group 2 is just one of the groups of class Monocotyledonnae. Class Monocotyledonnae is made up of both group 1 and group 2. Class Monocotyledonnae is part of branch Angiospermae, the flowering plants. Branch angiospermae is part of division phanerogamy, or the plants will have a visible marriage, way of reproducing. And division phanerogamy is part of kingdom Plantae, or the classification of all plants on Earth. All right, let's wrap this up for next time, because I love getting gifts and opening presents, even if it's just, well, I shouldn't say just, especially when it's things to learn. I hope that you are enjoying your Kingdom Plantae lessons as much as I am. And I hope that as you're learning these things, you're able to start noticing plants that are growing either in your house or at the park, or maybe you are at the flower store or the grocery store where they have flowers, and you can share some of your learning with your family. I'll see you next time.